Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who makes occasional appearances here in Superchat, but has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. This is Randacita, and this creator typically brings us travel videos, although they don't have a large collection, only 50 videos in total, including shorts. They have an interesting vlogging style, and because they bring what I believe is a GoPro with them, they're able to give us a real idea of the experiences while they're traveling, if that makes sense. For instance, they take us in the water, they take us up and down hills. They're often involved in activities with other people or other patrons at different vacation locations, and they bring us along with them for a very real feel as well as look, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will connect to Randacita. 133 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200. We know that they're thinking about. I've got another video here I haven't yet seen, so I'm going to take this one, put it into my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, a playlist with a fun name. And playlists can be a great tool for that. We'll look at the shorts on the channel. We see more variety here. And these have gotten now into 3,000, even almost 7,000 views, which is great to see. So hopefully, again, everybody will connect to Miranda. This is Randacita. And thank you, everybody, for coming in, especially at such an uncommon hour. I don't expect to be held up like this where we do extremely late streams. I'm in the Eastern time zone. Somebody like Chris's Creation Fun and Canadian Family Life are out in New Brunswick. They're an hour ahead of us, so it's already past midnight for them as we're starting. And then the Gaming Midnight Sun is in the UK, so I don't know if it's late for them or early. It's one or the other. They're about 5 hours off from us as well. The Bud Files is here. I'm going to put them on the wheel. I got quite a few names there. Home Bartending with John is in the house. Sooner JH Travels and Pamski's Crafty Heart are both here. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. And with any luck, we might actually see Michael's Adventures, another beloved and dedicated moderator. I often mention him with Scratch and PPA because these creators are a couple of the most supportive that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube now. So, one of the things that we think about when we're running our channels is the help that our moderators give us. And eventually these people become friends and, of course, feel like family, as you hear us talk about all the time, especially here in the Superchat streams, but lots of creators will speak like that. And my hope is that not just our friends, not just who we consider family, and not just our moderators, but all of those included feel as appreciated as we or I wish that they would. I have learned a few valuable lessons during my 7 years on YouTube now. One of those is that making somebody feel excluded can be detrimental, worse than we think it is. Most of us are probably old enough to know what it's like in our life to be picked first or picked last for different things, hence the wheel, of course. Not to mention have been excluded from something and have inadvertently made somebody feel excluded from something. And I hope that's not the case, but hopefully when we think about the idea of people feeling appreciated, we certainly hope that they are, and not taken advantage of, and having the help and the support that they give us not to be expected, even though it may feel that way sometimes. So when I talk about that, like most of us know, Scratch and PPA seems to be everywhere all the time, but what you may not know is he actually supports every single thing I do on every single channel that I touch. But 7 years ago, I did not know Scratch and PPA. I met him about 4 years ago, right after the start of Superchat, and he has been here for now what's getting on 700 of our 716 live streams. It's pretty close to it. So I'm going to try to keep these really late live streams to a minimum, but I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I don't expect we'll be here for 3 hours today because of such a late start, but we should be able to get to a few channels that we otherwise might not have been able to a little bit faster, if that makes sense. Silent Silver's here. I'm going to put them on the wheel. We'll do some more introductions. Thank you, Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More. By the way, I noticed you said you could be here for a little bit. It's really, really late, so please don't anybody feel any way about being here or not being here for more than a second. Bronze Flat Powered God, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in for what I believe is the first time. I really appreciate you being here, and I appreciate any moment anybody can spend. Fro14, good to have you here. Bipolar Aquatics is back in the house. It's good to see you, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I know that TCG fam was here for a quick second, but they might have just been passing through quickly. And Shauna CCC is a long time friend of Tuber Chat, so it's great to have you back in the house, ready to meet more friends. It may be interesting also to know that there's an average of around 100 channels that usually come through a typical live stream. Let's say when we stream a little bit earlier, our 3 or 4 days a week. And there are always brand new channels in Tuber Chat, and then there are always friends who've been with us for 3 or 4 years, and everyone in between. So, thank you, the Gaming Midnight Sun. Yes, hopefully everything works out okay with that. Once again, we're looking at Randacita right now with 133 subscribers, for lack of a better term. This creator brings us travel content and travel vlogs in somewhat of a unique style. But like I said, because they've got what I believe is a GoPro, it gives us a little bit more of a feeling like we're in the action than sometimes when we just see what's going on through a camera lens, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. I'm going to spin the wheel right away and we'll get to our first channel. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So I put a lot of members and Scratch and PPA, obviously a moderator, here in the chat onto the wheel. We always put members and moderators on as soon as we see them in the chat. That's typical. And usually after a very long period of time, I start adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the stream, over the course of the stream. My expectation tonight, because we're starting at such an awkward hour, is we'll likely have less channels over the course of the entire stream, which will let me get to a lot of different things faster. So when we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I'll add one to the wheel or two based on who's been most actively engaged. Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Scratch and PPA, yes, thank you for reminding me that. I did see it and I didn't make a note of it. But yes, Elevate with Vern is known here in the Tuber Chat family as my YT BFF, somebody who's been with us since long before Tuber Chat was even a thought. She's actually inspirational in the creation of this channel, and I was very lucky to have been able to hang out with her. She came to visit in Niagara Falls. We spent the whole weekend together doing all kinds of different activities, and we were very well fed and everything else. I don't miss many meals, but I made sure she didn't either. So we had a really good time. You'll see some content on her channel. I put up a short. I might have enough photographs to put up another short of some type, but it was a great time. But she dropped a super chat before we even started, so I should have put her channel up already, but I'll do that next, and we'll have a look at what she's got going on right now. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. So, Sweet Melissa, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And yeah, did Silent Silver get the first spin? Yes. That's I kind of planned on saying that tonight, the idea of being picked first and picked last, right? Lots of us know what that's like in life, and the feelings that come along with picking somebody first or picking somebody last, and you know, all the different things that go along with speeches like that. Natalie Nicole's ASMR, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Lots of our friends here in Tuber Chat have experienced both being the first channel to be picked off the wheel of doom, as we call it, or having to wait over 2.5 hours to get picked from the wheel. But it's random, and hopefully that brings fun, if not frustration, for everybody. But we should have a speedier live stream tonight. So Silent Silver is going to talk to us about numismatic collectible coins, and especially precious metal stacking. So being prepared, and I'm a huge fan personally of precious metals. I have a tiny amount, but the idea is that I keep going back to this story. I'm in Canada, but my understanding is that after 9/11, the banks were shut down for a week, and the ATMs ran out of money in a couple of days. But the coin dealers would have been open. Many of them are open literally 365 days a year, and they have safes with $100 bills ready to trade for precious metals when disaster strikes. So I'm a huge fan of precious metals for that reason, not to mention they could be a hedge when we think about inflation and this and that, but I won't get too much into what we might take as financial information or a financial advice or anything like that. But Silent Silver can give you the ins and outs of precious metals themselves, whether it's gold, silver, copper, or numismatic collectibles as well. Once in a while they talk about other collectibles on the channel, but they've also got 883 subscribers already, so they're well on the road towards 900. We'd like to get them a little bit closer today. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see a little bit of variety mixed in here, getting into 6,000 and one well over 8,000 on the way to 9,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well seem to be fairly, I would like to say frequent, but almost once a month. So we'll keep our notification bell on for every single channel like we always do, and hopefully we'll catch them soon enough. Yes, Silent Silver has a tube of Maple Leafs. Those are the official Canadian silver coin, the most popular. And yes, if I lived in the United States, I'd have more silver eagles. But being in Canada, I have a small handful of silver Maple Leafs for now. And then the Numismaniac is dropping a super chat as well. Thank you for that. That's another fellow Canadian, actually, from Edmonton, Alberta. They've done that many times before. We're going to put their channel on the screen right after. Elevate with Vern. They're also going to talk to us about precious metals and numismatic collectible coins, but that's just coincidence. And the skipper behind the Numismaniac has been with us a long time as well. Patrick Stahl, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Mike and Rihanna's Adventure said they had to resubscribe to a number of channels lately, including Tuberchat. YouTube took the subscriptions away. So this is something we've all struggled with for years, literally, where most often what we'll notice in our analytics is that we've lost a few subscribers. YouTube is constantly purging, whether they're removing troll accounts or fake accounts, or just somebody you maybe not have visited in a little while or not so frequently. We really have no rhyme or reason, and they are not clear about why this happens or how often. We're left alone to kind of figure that out. But when we think about the idea of subscribers, it is a good idea. After a little while, if you notice that you haven't seen one of your friends here on YouTube for a while, everybody's got busy lives, everybody's schedule changes, but it is a good idea to go and take a look at their channel. Make sure you're subscribed first, and then resubscribe if you need to, and then let them know if you think that the subscription disappeared, because it might have done it on both ways, right? So if Mike and Rihanna's Adventures were unsubscribed from Tuberchat, it's very possible that I could go and look and see that that subscription won't be there. Although I think it is, because I just looked at their channel the other day. They got a new banner and avatar and everything else. We're going to look at Elevate with Vern next. We'll get that channel ready. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So this is a Canadian precious metals distributor that I have used, actually, and they deal in silver and gold and platinum and palladium bars, coins, and everything else. But yeah, I see that the 2024 Canadian silver Maple Leaf, they're selling for as low as, they say, $47.09. The reason why I say that, this is a This is a silver 1 ounce coin. And in Canada, the face value of it is $5, but precious metals are, typically always worth much more than the what's printed on them. So these sell right now for over 47 Canadian dollars. I guess that would work out to 33 or 34 US. I could be mistaken. When they say 47.09, that means if you buy like 1,500 of them, right? Which you can. You could buy hundreds of these things, if not thousands. But when you get down to one at a time, they were selling for $38, I think even as early as like last year, and now are up quite a bit. So that's interesting. That's about a 20% increase, if I'm not mistaken. Could even be slightly higher, which makes somebody like me extremely happy, and anybody that's got some silver stacked away. But these are just ideas. I'll leave it to the numismaniac, who we're going to see next, and Silent Silver that we just saw, to talk more about those if you have questions and comments and want to learn about precious metals. Matthews Bushcraft, good to see you here. And KP Heathen from Louisiana, good to see you in the house. Yeah, we typically don't do live streams quite this late. Sometimes we're on until midnight Eastern, but today we are just had a late start. I'm struggling getting my work season going and juggling a very full plate, let's just say. But I'll get that sorted out by next week. I didn't want to skip a stream, though. I try never to skip. Todd Projects is in the house. We're trying to keep a schedule of every other day going right now. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures just posted a new short today from the Hot Air Balloon Festival, which is cool. I caught them for a live stream last year when they were doing something like that. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Elevate with Vern, this is the creator that's known as my YT BFF. We have literally been together on YouTube for about 4.5 years now. It could be closer to 5. So I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, and then I met a couple of people in the small YouTuber community. The Hoops Family Network was instrumental in that, along with Nate Vlogs, and they started introducing me to other creators, and they all kind of had the same attitude, like, hey, let's get together and let's all support each other, and we're all going to watch each other's videos and swap playlists and do all this other stuff. And I thought it was really, really cool to see so much generosity in people who had just met online, let's just say. And then, so when we look at Elevate with Vern, we see that this creator is now long past their 5,000 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size, that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, 3,000 and beyond. M. Morgan TV, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. This latest video from Elevate with Vern, I actually watched it already. I actually skimmed through it. I'm going to put this in my catch-up playlist there, so I can run that again or watch it again, because I skimmed through it today to see what she had done. It's a mix of photos and video. But this creator, let me just show you for a quick second. I don't watch videos while we live stream, but I'll show you. If you can see what I'm doing rolling over here. So, like, we went to the Skywheel a few times, and she took the Amtrak that came through the Via Rail. We have something like the CN Tower in Niagara Falls. It's actually called the Skylon Tower we went to, and I'll just look through here for one more picture. I'll leave it to you to watch the video. She did a good job with a vlog here and showed you a lot of the different things we did together. But there we are, almost together, hanging out at the casino. It's a little bit blurry, but anyway, I just wanted to show that to everybody. But that was a good time. Elevate with Vern typically helps a lot of people with their YouTube channel. She has a variety channel of her own, so she could be doing a try-on haul, she could be doing a haul, she could be doing a lot of interviews with other creators talking about all kinds of different subjects. Lots of familiar faces on her channel, actually, and then lots of motivation and inspiration and help with YouTube channels. She's well versed in all things YouTube, including analytics. When we get into shorts videos, we see she's got 1,600, 1,700 views on a couple of these. She's got live streams on the channel as well. She's live frequently. She's also active on the other networks, so she's on Instagram, I think, almost every day, actually, and she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When I look at VMAX Show, We see a second channel from this creator where we get a behind the scenes look at her. She hasn't posted in a while, but it is a second channel she's got set up so that we can get to know her a little bit better. More variety in the videos over here. She's got a few shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 1,800 views and beyond. Live streams when she's on this channel are frequent, so we'll see if she's going to keep up with that. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So I'm going to get the Numismaniac ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And thank you, sweet Melissa. Yeah, Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. I'm typically not going to expect to do live streams like this. This is just a rare occurrence. I piled too much into the day. But I'll try to avoid that kind of thing next week. It shouldn't happen again. I just had something I had to do earlier. Big Family Expeditions here with us just about every day. Good to see you here. DJ is good to have you back. Thanks for coming in. Six Bows is back. Is another longtime friend. I think she's been with me for about 3 years now. Could be close. Intrepids is a longtime friend. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Globy's Travels has been put on the wheel, of course. And what we're looking at right now is the Numismaniac from Edmonton, Alberta. The creator on this channel, or behind it, is known as the Skipper. And you see him, at least in the rollovers that I do, sometimes in a thumbnail. There he is right there. This creator is going to talk to us about collectibles of a few different types, but typically numismatic collectible coins. And I'm going to take the latest video. They just put this out last week. I'll put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. They're officially on the road to 1,000 right now. They're at 903. We always say you're officially on a road when you pass a 100 milestone. Since they've gone past the 900 now, they're officially on the road to 1K. It's an exciting and important milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. Got some shorts over here. One of these has gotten into 1,700 views, which is great to see. I think it's still getting views, actually, and then live streams are frequent on the channel. Up to a few months ago, they were doing them frequently. We'll see if they're going to still keep these up, but they just did one the other day. So we've always got notification bells on for every single channel. The Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, good to see you back in the house. They've been making frequent appearances again lately, and I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend here. Thank you to my dear friend Elevate with Vern for another super chat. She's done that countless times before, so we put her channel up already. It was time to get back to spinning the wheel. We're going to look at Mike and Rihanna's Adventures. More fellow Canadians, actually. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures, like I said, comes to us from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Not too far from Edmonton, if I understand right. I haven't been there, though. They've got a brand new banner and an avatar. Beautiful artwork done there. These creators bring us a vlogging channel where this couple brings us into their home and takes us out on many different types of adventures. They caught the Northern Lights the other day. I think it was 2 weeks ago now, something like that. A few people were wondering who got that. I know Canadian Family Life in the chat got it. And Mike and Rihanna's Adventures got some of that. Mike recently became a travel agent over the past year, so they've got quite a bit of travel content on the channel as well. But they'll take us out for just about any kind of adventure, whether it's a hockey game, a drive along to see Christmas lights, or whatever comes up. They've got, they mentioned to us, they've got the Hot Air Balloon Festival coming up. Oh, here it is. Here's a short that they just put up, actually, which is great. And I caught them for a live stream. I actually caught it on Rihanna's channel, which I'm going to show you in a moment, last year when they were doing something like that. 5,800, 6,700 views on a couple of these shorts videos. They bring more variety from these creators, like most shorts do on most channels. And then when we get into live streams, we see that they have a series that's been running for as long as I can remember, Sunday Fun with Mike and Rihanna, and I think they've been friends with us now for what's getting on about 3 years as well. I could be wrong. But it's got to be somewhere long over 2 years. It could be as much as 3 years, though. And let me show you Rihanna's life adventures. When we look at this complimentary channel, we get a chance to get to know Rihanna a little bit better, although Mike is featured on the channel several times. We see that she's bringing us again into the kitchen, into the home, taking us out on adventures. And she's got some shorts over here as well. There's Mike right there. And live streams. And this is where I'll be able to recall the Balloon Festival. There, my thumbnail, my comment comes up in the thumbnail. That's always fun. Where they were catching the balloon launch. Yeah, 11 months ago, so it makes perfect sense. She's done a bit of live streaming over here, so we'll see if she's going to keep that up. She's got 93 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards that 100. That's another exciting and important milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. Warp Strong Adventures, good to see you here. And Follow the Bradley's Fun is in the house. They're longtime friends now as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Honcho Gaming STL, it's good to see you in the house. I'll spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. What I'm going to do right now is play for you a clip that's coming from a interview series that is posted already as a podcast here on the Tuberchat channel in video format. And the very first one is coming up next week, just over 7 days from now. And these conversations happen for at least an hour, closer to 2 hours in most cases. The first 3 episodes have already been recorded. I expect to record the next one this week and hopefully another one next week. These are creators who have been in the Tuberchat family for at least 3 years and have long crossed their 10,000 subscribers.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Tuberchat, because I remember I only had, I think, about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. You know, so always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways, but they will know somebody that's scale modeling and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in the weekend and Tuberchat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of crap, whatever it is.
There you go.
You know, and you know, and so that I've put back in, because remember I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuberchat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here, and you've doubled that number. You're still growing now. So
it's very slow growth, because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah.
And I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back, and now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back, but I needed the break. I really did. You know, and I think YouTube have cottoned onto this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But we strive to be better, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what it can be.
Yep.
Definitely.
Improving over time.
Improvement is it, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. It really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really
Oh, yeah.
does. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure. Scott's talking about his bedtime being hours ago. My alarm's going to go off in about 20 minutes here to tell me it's bedtime, actually. Scott's another fellow Canadian, but happens to be here as a member and a moderator. So I've got him on the wheel. Of course, Tommy Temper and Lisa J. Stocks are both added. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know a couple people. Scott has mentioned he can't sleep. I think the Gaming Son said the same thing. And I promise if you stick around long enough, we'll get into story time. I'll put you to sleep easily. So the Bud Files is up right now with over 1,900 subscribers. They're actually halfway on the road to 2K. And we say you're on the road when you hit a 100 milestone. So long past 1,900. As a matter of fact, they just did another shout out the other day. last week for their 1900, and they do a great job of keeping track of all of their followers, what everybody does on their channel. And the Bud Files is another channel that seems to be everywhere all the time, supporting everyone that they can. So the Bud Files is monetized, of course, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then I'm going to look at their latest video and put this into my catch-up list. Now, the Bud Files is a family of creators that typically are modern-day archaeologists. The idea, of course, is to bring us history lessons and then uncover some of that history and digitally preserve it in video. They take us to abandoned locations, ghost towns, graveyards, cemeteries, and other such places. They bring a lot of variety into the shorts on their channel, getting into 5,000 and even 15,000 views. And then when we look at live streams, this family brings us both into their home and out for a lot of adventures. I've seen them singing, dancing, playing games, looking at Christmas lights, and taking us all around their area for more history lessons. So hopefully everybody will join the Bud Files, and obviously generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Time to spin the wheel again. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So Globies Travels is coming up right now, and they are coming to us from Memphis, Tennessee. Although they bring travel footage, whether it's near their home or faraway locations when they travel. They've got a brand new video from Tennessee, Nashville. I'm going to take their latest video. I'm going to put that into that catch-up playlist that I keep talking about. It's just a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. Playlists can be a great tool for that. But you get an idea from the thumbnails that they take us to a lot of touristy type places, both, like I said, around their home and far away. Shorts on the channel bring us more variety, but mostly along the lines of the other travel content. They get into almost 7,000 views here, one over 12,000, which is great to see. And Globies Travels is here with us frequently, just about every day, actually, or every time we stream. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. So Globies Travels, with 373 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. Let's spin the wheel again. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Home Bartending with John is up right now. Judgment Day Mike Harper's in the house. He's here with us almost always. Wolves Den Outdoors has made it in as well, so thank you for coming in. And my dear friend Charlene Heel from Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is here. I actually joined her on both of her channels over the last few months for a couple of live streams. One of them is to monetize that channel, actually. She did her monetization celebration just a couple of weeks ago. And Home Bartending with John is a one-of-a-kind channel in the Tuber Chat family and right on the edge of 500 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them up and over that milestone, actually. Whenever we're trying to hit a 100 milestone, we always want to try to get an extra 5 or 10 if we can. I know it's easier said than done, but you know what I mean, so that we can keep that milestone locked in. We don't want to see Home Bartending with John drop below 500 once they get that, but my expectation is they should have it today. Hopefully everybody will connect with him. Home Bartending with John has got a lot of product reviews on the channel, but that's just a part of what they do. They bring us collections and comparisons of beers, liquors, and liqueurs. They also bring collections of cocktails, like low-calorie cocktails or non-alcoholic mocktails. And the most compelling thing that I found on this channel is that Home Bartending with John will teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. We don't have to have a home bar setup quite as elaborate as what John's got here, but he does show us what it takes to keep a bar like that replenished and all the tools we're going to need behind the bar to make some of our favorite cocktails. He takes requests on his channel. He's done a couple for me actually, and then shorts on the channel. I've gotten into 2300, 7800 and beyond, and then live streams on the channel are something he's experimented with in the past, and we'll see if he's going to bring those back. In the meantime, he's got a second channel as well, so we got to get the name of this right. It's The Pipe Guy with 2 E's. The Pipe Guy, 34 subscribers, and this is where John brings us industrial pipe lamps and other industrial pipe art. And it's really cool to see this because this is another one-of-a-kind thing here in the Tuber Chat family. I haven't seen anybody else doing this, and this is a really cool creative outlet for this creator, so I hope everybody will join them, support this second channel, and push them to hopefully bring us some more industrial pipe art. And that's The Pipe Guy, the same creator behind Home Bartending with John, who happens to be a silver member here. Somebody we see every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, whether or not they're here. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, I gotta ask for forgiveness again. This is a channel that I'm still getting to know, and I can't believe it. This is how far I'm falling behind this week. I'll be fine after the weekend, but I just piled my plate too full this week. It's just excuses, but I just want to show you. So my watch later list that I use, we all have a watch later list. It's built into YouTube. It's a private playlist where we can set up a bunch of videos to go and watch later, obviously, right? But I've got quite a few in here now. I keep not running this because these I like to specifically watch, right? Sometimes a catch-up list I'll run more videos than I watch, but this one here I like to actually watch the video so I can get an idea of the channels the first time around, if that makes sense. I'm just showing you as well, with any playlist you can reorder your videos here, but you're going to see right there, Sooner JH Travels John, there's your video right there. I put it in this playlist. You just put it out 5 days ago, so I must have put it in there about 4 days ago. I still haven't run or watched the list, so forgive me for that. I'm just going to go ahead and subscribe because I'm going to make sure that I watch this tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make a note for myself right now.
Okay, I added my watch.
There it is. Okay, so I'll be reminded tomorrow afternoon if I don't get to it by lunchtime to make sure that I sit and watch that. But I got time on Fridays. Fridays are a tough day for me. I can't stream that day, but I will have time that I can get through a few videos. So, as well, Sooner JH Travels is going to let us know their whole life has been one of travel. Being an Air Force brat, which is interesting. So they learned to adapt to new areas they moved to and met a lot of cool friends along the way. So on their channel, they're likely going to bring us to a lot of different interesting places. I'm going to take the latest video and see if that's not already in a playlist. I'll put that in the other one that I use, my catch-up list. They just put that video out today. And that will give me a second video to run or watch. And I'll make sure I get that done by the time we're here on Saturday. Saturday will be a much earlier stream. And then we'll see what happens after that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 10,000, 19,000 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well. They've done quite a few of these. They seem to be on once or twice every week or two. And working on 1,800 subscribers. So we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And that is somebody who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, just being here for the third time, I think. And Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV and Big Dude are in the house. Big Dude wants to inspire us in a spiritual way on his channel, and it's good to have you back in the chat. Miss Canadian Scrapper, it's good to see you here. And Rambling with the Brooms is a fellow Canadian. This is Scott. He's got a brand new, that was Thursday. Oh, Procrastination Thursday. Yes, I missed his stream today. I'm out working on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can see my wonderful tan that's starting to build up. There's no muscle there, but there's plenty of tan now. And, that keeps me away from Scott's live stream. I'm just going to grab one of his latest videos. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list here. That's that playlist I keep talking about. And we see that Rambling with the Brooms has long passed his 3,000 subscribers now, which is great to see. Scott's moderator on what I thought was 140 channels, something like that. It's dozens and dozens of channels, but he's also a moderator and member here in Superchat, for which I'm grateful. He comes to us closer to our nation's capital of Ottawa, but this creator brings us all sorts of variety, typically homesteading type content, sometimes indoors, sometimes outdoors, sometimes on vacation, and sometimes meeting up with other creators for in real life meetups. And then he does a lot of live streams where he brings on guests as well. So Friday Night Shenanigans is coming up tomorrow. He's got Thursday and Friday live streams that happen every single week. An interesting project that's coming up, this Cruise in Alaska 25. In August of 2025, they're going to go for a week from Seattle to Alaska. And they're hoping to book 100 rooms of creators and supporters. So there's lots of information on his channel. You'll be able to find that in videos and live streams. You'll meet a lot of creators along the way. Scott always likes to help channels, especially when he finds any creators under 100. He tries to give them a little bit of a push on the channel as well. Shorts over here show some Canadian famous winter weather that have gotten into 3,000 and almost 8,000 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then he had a great thumbnail on a live stream the other day. I thought it was. There it is right there. I actually met up with Scott, as well as Just Jason Keto and more, and Brampton Gardner, and another city councilor, friend of Scott's over there. We went out for dinner a few weeks ago in Toronto. And that was good times, so hopefully everybody will connect with Rambling with the Brooms. Obviously an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Every single moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel, the same way we do here in Superchat. So Scratch and PPA is coming up right now, and I just put Dolores onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Perfect Queen, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I know that Judgment Day Mike Harper dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at his channel next. He's done that countless times before. We always put super chatters onto the screen right away with membership gifters, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. And after another 10 minutes or so, a little bit less, I'm going to put another name from our chat list onto the wheel a little bit sooner than we otherwise might have. That is always done based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And then, Scott might be a member, might be a moderator on 150 channels now. My dear goodness. Scratch and PPA is probably falling in those lines, or maybe even more as well. He is a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. And if you can believe it, here just about every single day out of 700 live streams that we've done now, he has been here for almost all of them. And for hours at a time, if you can believe it as well. Most creators here in the Tuber Chat family will agree that he is one of their most supportive creators as well, but he certainly is one of the most supportive that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube. We've been here in Tuber Chat for 4 years now, and Scratch and PPA has brought us the Scratch Challenge series of videos for almost all of that time. He actually has presentation at the forefront of his mind. He contemplated what he was going to do before he did it. And forgive me, Travel Escapes with the Brooms. I'll put your channel up in a quick second here. That was Rambling with the Brooms' other channel. Scratch and Pete PA has had his video editing skills complimented ever since his very first video, well over 3.5 years now ago. I knew this creator as PA before he picked his name, Scratch and Pete PA, and brought us the Scratch Challenge series of videos. His bright, bold avatar is matched by content in his thumbnails, which also give us a hint about the giveaways that happen during his video series. His banners updated every single week, if you can imagine, and what he does is brings an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching, where he pits two tickets against each other and then gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and Pete PA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. So there's an interesting thing that Scratch and Pete PA does on the front of his channel here, and I always forget to mention this. He's a fellow Canadian, by the way, as well. But he brings us playlists that are added to the front page, and YouTube gives us lots of tools that we can use to dress up our front page the way that we want. He times out those playlists so that you know exactly how long they're going to be when it's time to swap playlists if you want to with this creator. All of our moderators do it. Most of the people here in Tuber Chat will do it. And that's just a simple arrangement to help with watch time. So Scratch and Pete PA now is working on 2,100 subscribers. And he has got premieres that come out every Tuesday. The Scratch Challenge series of videos that I'm talking about, every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. If you can catch us for one of those premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Garden State Gardener, the Stock Explorer, VS Speaks Royally, and a few others. It is very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. He also expanded the content on his channel this year when he took a trip to Italy and brought us a lot of vlogging-style shorts to show us the different areas he visited, and some Italian lottery tickets we might not have otherwise seen as well. And he brought us his very first live stream. So I know a lot of people are excited to know that Scratch and Pete PA expanded the content on his channel, and we'll be looking forward to the next live stream soon enough. I'm just going to put another channel up for a quick second here. Travel Escapes with the Brooms. This is Rambling with the Brooms. I always forget to put this channel up. I don't mean to. This is Rambling with the Brooms with a new travel channel. 37 subscribers right now. He's just got a few videos here, but he intends on bringing us much more. And this is the same member and moderator that we just looked at as Rambling with the Brooms. So I hope everybody will connect with him. Obviously another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. K. Renee's Garden, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Now we're looking at Judgment Day Mike Harper. So this is another creator. He just dropped a super chat. He's done that countless times before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, of course. But we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. I got a video here that I must have run, but I might have been switching accounts while I was doing that. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to keep that in my catch-up list. I'll rerun it. Judgment Day Mike Harper typically posts frequently. He gives us a chance to get to know him. There's lots of information on his About section here. Sometimes he does some video gameplay, mostly talking head videos here, but he's got some shorts, and these have started to move now into, 1,400 and 2,100 views. And then Judgment Day Mike Harper also does live streams frequently, so he's usually on at least once a week. And then he's got a second channel as well. So I'll type this one in, Michael W. Harper. And this is where he gives us another chance to get to know him, but he does a lot of DVD reviews on this channel as well. So he's got a brand new one. He just put this out right now, actually. I'm just going to put this video into my catch-up list. I see he's mentioning Goodwill finds for the month of May 2024. I don't know the truth about whether there's going to be a DVD and CD revolution, although there's a thought, and I'll tell you what that's about. I forget if it was 2014 or 15 or whatever it was, vinyl records started to sell more than they ever had before. And it kind of doesn't make sense, right? Most people don't even own a vinyl record today. Some of our parents did, lots of our grandparents did, and things like that. Somebody like myself, I have tons of them because I used to be a DJ. I used to play them, and I keep them today. I have a few on my wall. I'm just going to show you for a quick second here. You can see those hanging on the wall over there. Michael's Adventures will be happy to see America on the wall. And those are just a few. But there was a vinyl revolution, and it's still going on today. But CDs and DVDs might do the same thing. So the mentality behind it is because now we typically don't own things. Most of us who are, I don't know, let's say 30 years old or older, have owned probably a lot of DVDs, CDs, Blu-rays, and some vinyl records or cassette tapes and things like this. They come in different packages. It was fun to have them, fun to look at them. But in today's world, people have switched to things like Netflix and Spotify, and we just don't need the stuff anymore because you pay your $10 a month or $15 a month or whatever it is, and you have every song, right? As long as you keep paying, you always have access to everything. But because this is our last chance to own things, because eventually these companies will not make DVDs, vinyl records, CDs, cassette tapes, and all that stuff anymore. Not today, maybe 20 years from now, maybe longer, but someday they won't be made anymore, I'm quite sure, even though I could be wrong. So there could be a CD and DVD revolution. So I just say this because I noticed that Michael W. Harper mentions Goodwill here in this title. He's done that a few times. I actually found a movie that I really like at the dollar store. I was going through there for who knows what. I'm at the dollar store all the time looking for things. And I found a movie that I really enjoyed. It's actually called The Secret of My Success. So it's like a 1980s movie. It's like Michael J. Fox and this and that. But it's like one of my favorite of all time. Just something I watch once in a while or fall asleep to or whatever. But the DVD I found there. So there's lots of interesting places. Flea markets. Now we have things like Letgo and eBay and whatnot. And, you know, these other types of apps and things. But it's interesting when we look at Michael W. Harper doing DVD reviews today to see how that's going to perform over the next, I don't know, 10 or 20 years. This creator as well does shorts into 400 views and beyond, which is great to see. I think one of these is fairly new, actually, that got quite a few views, which is great. It might still be growing, and then live streams are occasional on the channel as well. Yeah, no commercials on DVDs. You're right, Sixpose is back. You know what I watch more than anything, though? So when and then Perfect Queen 33. Yes, sorry, I said hello to you. You might not have caught it because I speak very fast. But yeah, Perfect Queen. It's good to see you. Here in Superchat, by the way, I know we've got quite a few new channels today. It seems like we got 3 or 4 new channels in the chat. The best success found in this live stream is in making the first move, reaching out to another creator, supporting them first, starting a conversation, letting them know you're thinking about them and want to say hello to them. Because a lot of creators who've been with us and done this kind of thing for months or years before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat until they watch how you interact with everybody for a little while first, to make sure that you're going to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter before they connect with you. Even though it's just an opinion and a guess, but this is how you can kind of induce that if you want to, or entice it. So that's just a hint. Izzy Ska Designs is gifting a membership right now, so thank you for that extra generous support. They've done that countless times before. Yes, Perfect Queen 33 is brand new to TuberChat, so it's great to have you here. Our instructions are always in our video description as well, just in case you need to know exactly how we connect with each other and why we say some of the silly things we do in the chat. Roadhog picked up that gifted membership. If they're still in the house, then I will put them on the wheel right away. I'm going to get another name on the wheel shortly. I might take a couple of names off of there now. We've been on for an hour, and usually every hour I clear the wheel out. So for any members that I'm unsure of that are still here, I will take their names off. And then if you're still in the house, just please say anything at all in the chat. So let's say Chris's Creation Fun, Sweet Melissa, Todd Projects, Tommy Temper, Lisa J. Stocks. Just please let me know you're here, and I'll keep your names on the wheel. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll go for a break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Izzy Ska Designs. All right. Yes, we're just about back. So Izzy Ska Designs, we're going to talk about in a quick second here. I always appreciate the conversations in the chat. I know people say nice things to each other about their channels and their content. So, Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV. Sixpose is back, has been with me for probably 3 years or something like that. She is an extremely dynamic creator, an extremely busy person. I don't know how she keeps up with everything she does. Lucky enough to catch her live once in a while. Izzy Ska Designs is up on the screen right now. This creator just gifted a membership, and we always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen in order when that happens. We also have members on the wheel, of course, and then we will add names to the wheel occasionally, usually at least once an hour, based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So we put Matthews Bushcraft on the wheel right now, and then I'll add another name on in a little while. So Izzy Scott Designs is interesting. This creator's always had an outstanding banner, avatar, and thumbnails on their videos. You can see these elaborate animations that they've got and graphic design. I'm just going to take their latest video, put that in that catch-up playlist I keep talking about, where I keep caught up with creators. It's just a fun name for the playlist, but they can be a great tool for keeping caught up with each other. Live streams on this channel are frequent. Izzy Scott Designs is on every few days, every couple of days, many times a week, almost every day. Working on 1,700 subscribers as well, so hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. They have recently updated their About section and put a lot more information in here. So this creator is going to talk about digital art and design more than anything else. A lot of variety, including tutorials, which will be great and helpful. So hopefully everybody will connect with Izzy Scott Designs. Thank you for another gifted membership. Roadhog picked that up, and Izzy Scott Designs has done that countless times before. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sweet Melissa, that might be a brand new banner. I'm quite sure that it is. I don't think I recognized that from a couple of days ago, but Sweet Melissa is somebody who just came into the Superchat family literally barely over a couple of months ago and has been with us for just about every single stream. They're working on 170 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone, or up and over it right now. They are telling us that they're a member of a lot of product review and product testing sites and programs. What they do is they bring those products for us in typical unboxing and review videos. So they've got a brand new video here, and this is another prize-winning video, almost collaboration with another creator. We've seen a few of those here. But it's interesting because Sweet Melissa is able to drop a lot of different types of things. So we got snacks here, we got beauty products here, where there was paper towel there, there's bath products, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's great variety on the channel, and they post frequently. As you can see, they're posting like every 2 or 3 days by the look of it. Shorts on the channel have done well, getting into 1,200 and 2,100 views, one over 7,000, which is a newer shorts video for them, and hopefully everybody will connect with Sweet Melissa. I dropped their handle in the chat. It's quite a different name, the one that says Coastal Girl 707, but that will help you find her if you can't get to her immediately. Sweet Melissa is a bit of a popular name on YouTube. We always search, find, and click on each other. Your search results will be different than mine because some of it is based on geographics, and YouTube is always trying to predict what we're looking for. As we search, find, and click on each other's names, more and more, we will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job eventually of predicting, so Sweet Melissa can come up #1 without clicking the filters there. But this is that creator. You can match the avatar, of course, and then let's spin the wheel. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Chris's Creation Fun is coming up right now, and the Gaming Midnight Sun, I wonder if they're still in the house. Chris's Creation Fun is from New Brunswick. This is the husband of Canadian Family Life, actually. So these creators are never too far behind each other, and you've seen Chris on Tiffany's channel many times. So Chris's Creation Fun started with some 3D printing, both in shorts and in videos. They've expanded the content now into a couple of do-it-yourself videos, including fixing the 3D printer and working on some solar equipment as well. I see a video here that's not got the red line all the way across. I'm just going to double check that that's still in my catch-up list, I'll just make sure I rerun that. I think that happened today again. I'm trying to... I'm sure everybody understands I run more videos than I watch, but I watch as many as I can. And then I have a few different accounts, of course, and channels and things like that. So as I switch in and out of them, if I'm not paying attention to which browser I'm in, it can lead to these red lines not going all the way across. But I will always rerun them when I see that, so we make sure that those watch hours count 100%. Or watch minutes, if we want to call it that. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 350 views already, so hopefully we'll see some more shorts from Chris's Creation Fun as well. Now I'm going to show you his wife's channel, Canadian Family Life, and she has a new avatar as well and banner, and these are similar in style to what we saw from Mike and Rihanna's adventures, and I think Rambling with the Brooms as well. Now, Canadian Family Life happens to be obviously a fellow Canadian with her husband Chris's Creation Fun from New Brunswick, and they're now working on 3,300 subscribers. This is one of the fastest growing channels in the Superchat family. So they've only been on YouTube for now not even a year and a half, and already over 3,000 subscribers. I believe the biggest reason why is because Tiffany's support for other creators is what draws in so much support from them. It's a homesteading channel more than anything else. They bring us a lot of grocery hauls, cooking videos, family togetherness. There are Happy Mail videos, unboxing, shout outs for other channels, container gardening on the channel, and then shorts as well. These have started to get into 2,500 views and beyond, one over 5,500. Then live streams on the channel as well. So these are occasional, but she's been on usually once a month. I think she might be stepping that up to once every couple of weeks. We'll keep our notification bell on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Now we're looking at Matthew's Bushcraft, and this creator is a younger creator that wants to help us learn survival skills that people of all ages can learn. I'm trying to remember the line without looking at it, but they've got that listed on their About page here. This creator posts occasionally, but they want to help us with survival skills and preparedness in different ways, and they bring that to us both through videos and through shorts. So when we look at the shorts videos on the channel, we see that these have gotten into 2,100, 2,800 views. I was a Boy Scout when I was a kid, so I understand a little bit of tying these knots. I think I only remember the reef knot. I do it all the time as a demonstration, like if I'm telling people what I'm trying to explain, if that makes any sense. But I forget some of the others. But Matthew's Bushcraft is going to help us with that stuff. 123 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about, and they're here with us frequently as well. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, and let's spin the wheel. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Todd Projects had been put back on the wheel. I know they were out for a while, but I got them back on a few minutes ago. We'll have a look at what they're doing on their channel. We know that this is a popular name for a channel, so we just want to make sure we've got the right creator. Their handle is literally Todd Projects, so easy to get to them. And I'll drop their handle right now. Yes, Matthew's Bushcraft wants everyone to be prepared for the zombie apocalypse. Absolutely. It's true. If nothing else, we need to make sure we're ready for that. Todd Projects has 136 subscribers right now. I dropped their handle in the chat there. This creator is somebody else that I'm getting to know, but they say their focus is going to be the outdoors, fishing, do it yourself, and other videos related to that type of theme. Sometimes they bring us indoors, often they bring us outdoors, and they've got some shorts on the channel as well. These have moved already into 700 views and beyond, but they've got one over 3,300, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Todd Projects. They've just been with us for what I think is a month now. It could be a little bit longer, but they've been here for just about every stream. Now, I know not everybody can be here every day and not for hours at a time every time we stream. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, and I know we've got a few friends that run the stream in the background and things like that as well. So everything helps, of course. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. What I'm going to do right now, though, is play another clip from our podcast series that's coming up next week. These are video format, but I will drop them as premieres. So we're going to do one on the first Saturday of every month. We'll try to make it a monthly series. The first 3 episodes are ready to go. They are extremely informative. I promise you, this is what we've been waiting for. The content that I got from the creators that I interviewed is far beyond what I was hoping for. What I tried to do when interviewing them is stay out of the conversation, simply ask them the question, get their response with a minimum amount of commentary. Because everybody gets to hear from me here all the time. We want to hear from these creators who've been part of the Tuberchat family for 3 years and have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. You mentioned the idea of shorts, so that gives me an opportunity to jump right into that. So, in every one of these interviews, I'm asking about opinions, about shorts, how we can get them to work for us. But you're the first creators that I'm talking to that have broken off into a shorts channel. I also noticed that you took the shorts off of the original channel. I'm assuming you uploaded the same ones over there, and now you have over 350 shorts on that channel. At last look, it was I think your fastest moving short video on the shorts channel, which is Unstable TV Shorts, has 22,000 views, and you're already at 768 subscribers. So the biggest thing that I think people are going to be wondering about that is, how do you feel about your decision to break your shorts off into their own channel?
So the reason we did it in the first place was because we felt like the shorts were distracting from our long form videos, because we were getting a lot of views and attention on the shorts. But while we were doing shorts and long form at the same time, it's kind of like the long form was pushed to the back.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So that's the reason why we split off into a shorts channel by itself. So we kind of use that for just, skits and memes and stuff, and then we use it for promotion videos for our main channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you said some of our highest viewed videos on the shorts channel, they are clips from our long form videos with the link in it to send it back. So we just kind of felt it didn't sit right with our channel to have it all together. So we said we'd try and split it and see if it worked.
Yeah, because when we first put them up, we had like you're saying about the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and when you're watching the metrics go up and down. When we start putting the shorts up, the videos that would usually go up and probably after a week they performed the way they done were pushed to the back. Yeah. But how we felt from how we were watching our analytics, for anyone watching, do make sure you check your analytics out regularly. It does help.
Yeah.
And there is a research tab as well, so check that out as well. It helps with your channel. Because you get an idea where your viewers are coming in and what they're researching as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just a tip for everyone. On the main channel, it didn't sit for us, but even scrolling up and down and how it looked, we didn't like it. But we used the shorts as kind of a voice, say things you can't really say on the main videos that might not go with YouTube's policies. We have a lot of fun with pranking each other and stuff like that. What we have noticed though with our shorts, anything to do with relationships or pranks wise, that skyrockets for us.
Wow.
Or if we do say a trend of meme, sometimes we might get something and sometimes we not.
Yeah.
But we've learned that shorts really help us have them crazy ideas where you just get a bit wild when you're filming on YouTube and you're I want to do this, or maybe this might look funny. It's kind of to make ourselves laugh, and then just go that direction with it, and just come up with crazy stuff then.
All right, we're back. We're looking at Pamski's Crafty Heart, and this is a creator who's been with us several months now, and she's here just about every single day. This is somebody who's very excited about the YouTube journey and about the friends that are made while we grow our channels and grow our own communities. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She's here just about every stream. 883 subscribers. And she is working on 900. We love to push her a little bit farther. And then, yeah, Todd Projects, but we don't do link drops here. Most channels that do grow streams do. And pardon me, Pamski's Crafty Heart, I'll get back to the channel in a second. So we don't do link drops here because for a couple of reasons, right, which are obvious and this and that. Our gold members have their links dropped automatically. But one of the things that is true is when we search, find, and click on each other's channels, after hundreds of creators are searching for your name, finding it, and clicking on it, YouTube knows that that's happening. So our channels rise up the search results. Eventually, YouTube does a better job of predicting when we're looking for each other's channels. The ones that are hardest to find are the ones that need our help the most. This is why the whole time I'm doing Tuber Chat, whether we look at 30 channels or 60 channels or whatever it is every stream, I'm searching, finding, and clicking on every single one. So for every day that Pamski's Crafty Heart has been in Tuber Chat and had her channel seen, I have searched, found, and clicked on it. YouTube knows that I have done that now probably 20 times or 30 times, right? So Pamski's Crafty Heart is somebody who lets us know she's a self-taught crocheter and a lefty. Crochet is her passion. She makes baby blankets, scarves, shawls, and more, and donates a lot of what she makes. She's got a couple new videos, one from yesterday, one from today. I think she's live right now. I'm just going to put one of these videos in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I always talk about. That will give me a chance to get caught up with her a little bit and get a few more watch minutes in there. This creator as well brings shorts that have gotten into 4,000 views, one over 16,000, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel. She does a lot of live streaming. I thought she was live, maybe not, maybe that was an hour ago, so maybe before Tuber Chat or at the beginning. And then this creator, like I said, has got live streams coming up almost every day, every other day it looks like. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. She plays games on her channel as well and likes connecting creators together. So hopefully everybody will help push Pamski's Crafty Heart towards the 900 subscribers that she's thinking about. And thank you, Michael's Adventures. Today we started very, very late. We only started an hour and a half ago. So I got lots of opportunity to put channels on the screen. It's a slower live stream than we usually have. When we're here on Saturday, it should be back to its usual overwhelming ways. Pardon me, but I will put, I'll keep Michael's Adventures name on the wheel for now. And it's time for me to add names to the wheel from our chat list, as a matter of fact. So I'll do that in a second. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So speaking of adding names to the wheel, I'm going to put Big Family Expedition on there right now. And Six Bows is back. Will be added right now. And then we'll keep an eye on the chat and see what we got to do. So, see, we're moving a little bit faster today than we usually do. Just because we started so late. So over the course of today's stream, like probably only 70 channels will have come through instead of 100. And then on Saturday, probably be 110 or something like that. Dolores is up right now. So this is another creator. I just dropped a handle for her because this is somebody that has a popular name. So this creator has 103 subscribers right now. Great that they've got the 100 and it looks like it's locked in. I'm just going to dig through their videos here for a quick second. I just want to read the About page. They're going to take us on a colorful journey through their pink-infused universe. From sports discussions to engaging watch-alongs, insightful reflections on life, captivating TV talks, games, and beyond. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that comes here. I'm going to grab the second latest video that was put up yesterday because it's longer than the latest one. Every minute matters when we're talking about watch time. I'll put that channel or that video into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 800 views and beyond, which is great to see, almost 900. And then live streams on the channel are occasional. Up to a month ago, they were doing them frequently. We'll see if they're going to keep those up. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Don Yarndall's in the house. It's good to see you here. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So Michael's Adventures is coming up right now, and this, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube. I'm going to drop his handle as well, which I think is just Michael's Adventures. Let me just look again. The search results, I think YouTube did another... Oh, I misspelled it. Pardon me. When we look for Michael's Adventures, it's a popular name for a channel. We got to dig a little bit, but our Michael's Adventures comes up here. And look at the search results here. What do I have? 2. But I'm going to grab one of these. And I was wrong. His handle is Michael's Adventures 4261. So I'm going to put that in the chat right now. Anybody can use that if you need to find him a little bit easier. Michael's Adventures, you'll notice right away, has 3,500 videos on his channel. He posts every single day and has for as long as I can remember now. On weekends, he often posts twice a day. So every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then sometimes at 9 p.m. Eastern, he drops a video of some sort. Now, Michael's Adventures is mostly known for wildlife videos, a little bit of nature, sometimes ride-alongs, or he'll take a walk around his area and give us a story from his life experience. So I'm just going to grab his latest video. I wasn't there this morning for this. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him. And then Michael's Adventures is usually about a month ahead in planning out some premieres, because like I said, they happen every single day. And he's got raccoons, foxes, deer, other wildlife, a lot of bird watching on the channel. And then every day that he's not working, he's dropping 2 videos. Michael's Adventures is here with us for every stream he can be. And this creator as well brings us some shorts with some more variety, sometimes still outdoor looks around, but some lottery ticket scratching in a tablet with a slot game on it as well, which is interesting to see. Like I said, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube, and every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels, and they all have, they all do different things. One of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. For that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for our own channel in the same way we do here in Superchat. So I'm going to put Roadhog up, and it's interesting. Perfect Queen 33 says they have a cat named Trouble. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada, with Kristen Welton, and she, now I can say we, have 2 cats who have both made cameo appearances several times on the Superchat channel, and they have got one of the cat's names is Trouble. Trouble Von Cuddlepuss is actually his full name, but we short form that to Trouble, and it's well suited. And then the Gaming Midnight Sun, yes, good to see you still here. Roadhog is in the house. I just dropped their handle as well. Roadhog's not as popular a name for a channel, but there's a few out there. We just want to make sure we match avatars when we're looking for somebody. They got 687 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And then this creator lets us know in their about section, they got quite a bit of information there now, but they say everything featured in their videos was found in the trash. And what they mean by that is that they refurbish and breathe new life into things that otherwise might have been passed on or passed by. They take us for a lot of scrap metal collection and work. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them as well. They post frequently, really frequently actually, and then they've got shorts on the channel that have gotten into 4,600, 4,900 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well are something they've done many times before. We'll see if they're going to bring those back. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Fairbrick Studios in the house. They're a member, so I put them on the wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Spinning right now, and Big Family Expedition was added recently, so I'm just going to put their video, or put their channel up right now. The Gaming Midnight Sun. So I know sometimes we think about the idea of deleting videos or deleting our channel or anything like that. What I would wish for everybody is, if you're thinking about doing that, if you make your videos private or delete them or make them unlisted or anything other than public, the watch hours disappear forever. It's called public watch hours because the video has to be public. That goes for shorts, videos, and live streams, even though shorts don't count in the same way when we're talking about watch hours. in almost every case, what happens is if somebody does decide that they don't want to do YouTube anymore, they're shutting down their channel for some reason, in 99 out of 100 cases that I've seen, those creators come back 2 weeks later, whether they think they're going to or not. So what I wish for everybody is, if you're thinking about the idea of deleting your YouTube channel, first of all, talk to me first, please. Secondly, you can hide your channel, which will still wipe out all your watch hours and everything else, without deleting it. It's just like a Facebook profile. They give you the opportunity to take a break off Facebook. You can hide and then come back whenever you want, right? But the watch hours won't come back. So you start over again, even though you got people waiting to help you, which will be great. Otherwise, what I would recommend is just make the videos unlisted, or just leave the channel alone without deleting it. I'm assuming the number one reason why that stuff happens is because of trolling and things like that. What I've seen in my experience, I promise you I've gotten it bad too, but I've seen the same behavior over and over and over again. It used to get to me, now not so much, because I've seen the same behavior again and again and again, and seen the same stories and heard the same stories over and over in different genres with different creators, and things like that. So I just wish for nobody to do something so permanent without a lot of consideration first. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do, even when it sounds like I'm saying that. But like I said, almost in every single case, people say, I'm not doing YouTube anymore, and 2 weeks later they're doing it again. They have to start over. So, you know, I'll always want to help if I can, but there are things you could do to make it easier on yourself in case you change your mind in the future. So that's just an idea. And then the Gaming Midnight Sun just dropped a super chat, so thank you for that. I'm just going to grab one of those, the Gaming Midnight Sun. I'm going to put your channel up on the screen next. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen in order, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment here. And then Big Family Expedition is up on the screen right now. And this is an interesting story, the second of its kind in the Tuber Chat family, of similar stories. I'll talk about it in a second. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yes, I know sometimes, Perfect Queen 33, I say the same things over and over and over again. I don't mean to do that. I often repeat myself. Part of it is because, as an excuse, just because I'm talking so fast, I want to make sure I don't leave anything out, but I can't display the passion and emotion that I wish that I could if I was having a one-on-one conversation, which is what we're supposed to be pretending and trying that we're doing when we're talking to people in our live stream. Every person's listening through one set of ears and watching through one set of eyes. But just to hit the point home, I often will repeat myself several times, even in the same paragraph, like you see. So, Big Family Expedition is renovating a bus right now, and the idea is to turn this into a permanent home to live on the road. They give you information on their About page, and even though I'm getting to know the creators behind this channel right now, or getting to know, the channel itself, they give us the story of their somewhat large family. What they were doing is living on the road. They settled down for a little while to add a new family member, and then they'll be hitting the road again. They're preparing for that now. So it's an interesting story, and they bring us along with us to see what's involved. And Big Family Expedition is already at almost 700 subscribers. They'll be there soon. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that milestone. They got shorts over here at 2,500 views and beyond, one over 10,000, which is great to see. And then live streams, they've done a few of these. They just did one today, so forgive me for missing that, but hopefully I'll catch you for another one. They expect to do these every Thursday, and I think they're on, they say 9 p.m. Central, so it should be about a half an hour after Just Jason Keto and More starts. They're on for about an hour. He's on for about an hour. It's a bit of crossover there, but an opportunity to watch both. So hopefully I'll catch you next Thursday. I expect we're trying to keep a schedule now of every other day streaming. So the next few streams are expected to be Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then our premiere drops on Saturday, the very first of its kind, that starts that podcast series where I've been playing those clips of the interviews of creators. I'll do one of those again in a little while. The Gaming Midnight Sun is coming up right now. And then, the Gaming Midnight Sun, I understand, and wish to hopefully instill a little bit of positivity in saying that things are always different. Not necessarily better, not necessarily worse, but at least different if we give things a little bit of time. The Gaming Midnight Sun, let's see what you do have on your channel right now. 274 subscribers already. And this creator will give us some information on their About page. They've actually been a longtime friend, somebody who's changed their name up a couple of times. And when we look at the Gaming Midnight Sun, we see that they actually just posted a video a few minutes ago. I'm going to take another video. Actually, I'm going to take one from a few days ago because it's a little bit longer. We get some watch minutes there. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with this creator. They've done some shorts on the channel, and these have now gotten into 400 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well bring a lot of video gameplay. This channel used to be called the Gaming Ham, and then changed to the Gaming Midnight Sun. So hopefully everybody will connect with them, and we'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers that they're thinking about. And then so for instance, Perfect Queen 33, one of the things that creators were doing a while back was uploading a video, like especially shorts, and if it didn't move right away, they'd take it down and upload it again a couple of days later, or a couple of weeks later. What we've heard lately, or at least I've heard, is that that can be detrimental now. YouTube made a video, and if I'm not mistaken, about a month or 2 or 2 months ago, they made a video that we had from the creator team in our YouTube studio that said specifically they do not want creators re-uploading the same videos trying to manipulate the system. So we have to be very careful about that. I wouldn't suggest it. But if you're just talking about putting up a video and being disappointed with its performance, you certainly could take it down. What we have found a lot of times, though, is that when videos, any video of any kind, whether it's a live stream replay, while unlikely, or a video or a short, any of them can get views and then plateau, and then get more views sometime in the future. Some creators have got videos that they've had up for a year or two before they started to move. So if it's not going to hurt the channel, we could just leave them up there, but there's a lot of mixed opinion on that as well. And then, so let me think about who's coming up next. I think we need to spin the wheel. We'll see what the next channel is going to be in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Pardon me just for 1 second there. So, Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness. I'm not sure if I just had their channel. I don't know if I said hello on their way in, but I saw them come in. I put them on the wheel right away when I noticed them. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then when we look at Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness, we see that this creator now is working on 1,400 subscribers. So sometimes I dance around things a lot more than I probably have to, and I don't want to get into a long story time. However, you may sometimes notice that my personal mood or the way that I talk while we're here in the Tuber Chat live streams remains the same regardless of what else is happening in the chat or anything else. There's a hint for everybody. The reason why I say that is because I've seen a lot of the same things over and over and over again. And while I always want to believe the best, I also know that not everything is as it seems. So therefore, over the course of the last 4 years, while we've been doing Tuber Chat 700 times, I've learned to be able to continue on when specific things seem to be happening. So it's just an idea. I'm sure those of you who are here with us regularly will understand what I'm talking about in a quick second. This is why I'm able to not let it distract me or deter me, except for the fact that I'm talking about it right now. So just please don't ever get too hung up on any one particular conversation. Let's just say we're all here to meet each other and keep the conversations flowing, if that makes any sense. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness has certainly got delicious looking content on their channel. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos because they put a few up this week. I'm going to put this in my catch up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. They've got some information on their About page to give us the story behind their channel, what we can expect and why they started it. But you'll also notice that they've got some shorts on this channel. And these have gotten into 11,000 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that these are quite short compared to what we usually see in live streams of half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, and much longer sometimes. So when we look at these, we see a lot of thumbnails that have delicious looking content behind the videos as well, if that makes sense. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them towards the 1,400 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. Thank you, Pamsky's Crafty Heart. And Leonica Lofton, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. What we'll do right now is take a break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back. Let me spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. I'll add a few names to the wheel. We'll do that a little bit faster tonight than we usually do. And I can't be certain about how long we will be here, but we'll certainly get through a few more channels. Six Bows is Back is coming up next, and then we're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back. We're looking at Six Bows is back, and this is a longtime friend, somebody who I think has been with me or with us here for about 3 years. Six Bows is back is an extremely dynamic creator, and she lets us know she is a mom of 6 girls, and she brings us both indoors and outdoors. She does haul videos. She's cooking. She's cleaning. She's doing just about anything you can imagine, and has an incredibly dynamic and fast-paced personality. So hopefully everybody will connect with Six Bows is back. I'm just going to grab one of her latest videos here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to keep caught up with her. Although she posts frequently, she's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's over 4,000 subscribers now, which is great to see. Some of the shorts might be contributing to that. She's gotten into 12,000, 14,000, 17,000, and one over 83,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well are frequent. I've caught her many times. Hopefully everybody will connect with her. You'll catch her for those as well. We've always got notification bells on for every single channel. That is in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Leonica Lofton is coming up right now. This creator just dropped a super chat. Thank you for the extra generous support. I really do appreciate that. We always put channels on the screen right away after a super chat or a membership gift, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So the Gaming Midnight Sun is just asking about the monetization criteria right now. That has changed. So now there are 2 levels of the YouTube Partner Program, and the first means that we need to have 500 subscribers or 3,000 hours of watch time, essentially, to get into the YouTube Partner Program. And the first level includes fan funding, so anything like super chats, super thanks, super stickers, memberships, and you can open an online store. And when you get into the second level, I'm not sure what else unlocks besides the ad money that comes through from AdSense, but that is a big part of why we still strive for the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Leonica Lofton has just dropped a new short. They got 733 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 800 they're thinking about. They're doing gaming reviews, online shopping, and some more inspiration, entertainment, and a whole lot of fun. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. There's a channel I'm still getting to know. They got a few videos here. The shorts have gotten into up to 700 views already, and this is a brand new one. They just put this out. It's got 24 views already, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel. They've done a couple of these. I thought they did more. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it looks like this is going to be something they do on Sundays, so we'll keep an eye on the channel for that and hopefully catch her for one of these. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. We're going to look at a brand new channel in a second. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So there's a brand new channel in the Tuber Chat family today. Perfect Queen 33 is up on the screen. And Leonica Lofton, I didn't catch it earlier, but I noticed as well that creator, Leonica Lofton, just took over our Stream Boss position. So you notice the video game life meter under my camera there. That's called the Stream Boss. It's a feature that's included in Streamlabs Desktop. And what it does is every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life out of the stream boss. The last person to knock it out takes over and gets some extra exposure, as we can see. So Leonica Lofton will be up there for a while. Perfect Queen 33 is brand new. I'm just going to read from their About page for a quick second. Now, I don't always, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. But what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. And what that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here 3 or 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oh, and then, yeah, Lewis Acre Farms Karma. I'm sorry you're having trouble with that. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. I know you've been coming through frequently lately, but we've got time today for several more channels, so I'm happy to have you on the screen. They're longtime friends, actually. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel ready to go. Lewis Acre Farm Karma is on the wheel now because they're a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I actually had the same thing, and it happens to be on the Superchat channel with our new podcast series that's coming up. When I uploaded one of those videos, it's almost 2 hours long, and it just wouldn't process for days and days and days. So I had to upload it again, and then it worked fine. And so I just deleted the one that was not yet published. And so that can be a way that we can get that done. It doesn't happen often, or at least I can tell you it hasn't happened that often to me personally. And I've been on YouTube for 7 years now, so I could probably count on one hand how many videos have had problems with YouTube. But almost all of us eventually get something happening. But just patience helps with that. Ask me in 2024 why some of these online services like YouTube don't work properly. I don't have an answer. I have a lot of sarcasm, though, as you could tell. But hopefully they'll get that together. But that can be an idea, just to re-upload. So Lil Red and Buddy Tracks is here working on 2,500 subscribers. These creators are actually from TWTTV. I'll show you that channel in a moment. This is really cool because what these creators do is make music videos from the same couple of creators who run the TWTTV family channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've been long time friends. I think they've been with us long over 3 years now as well. And let me show you TWTTV here. They got some shorts. Let me look at the shorts first, and then we'll look at their other channel. So I just got a few here, but these are starting to move into hundreds of views, which is great to see. And then TWTTV is where we know these creators from. They bring a lot of family togetherness. They bring us into their home. They've had a lot of parties and things like that. They take us out, obviously, shopping now. And they've got a lot of variety. So I'm just going to grab one of the latest videos. They're at a concert. I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. And you see that these creators are always smiling, always laughing, usually dancing. And like I said, there's a lot of family togetherness here. So they've been friends of ours a long time. And now at 3,900 subscribers, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with them, push them a little bit farther. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Michael's Adventures, I wonder if he's still listening, probably, but he'll be interested to see this. I'll never remember where it was earlier in the stream, but let me just give you a look at the wall. There's America's 50th anniversary vinyl record. It made it to the wall. All my records are in storage. I don't know if I'll ever manage to pull them out. There's like 4,000 of them, and I'm not kidding. But I have a few on the wall that are recent purchases from, let's say, the last 5 years or so. Cabaret Gaming is in the house. I got them on the wheel. They happen to be a member as well. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Big Boy Snacks Johnny TV's been with us frequently lately and is another longtime friend. They've renamed their channel a couple of times. I'm just going to look at their videos. They got a premiere coming up, and that's going to be in the morning, about 7 hours from now. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put that into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. They bring shorts on their channel, and it's pure variety over here, but they've gotten into 12,000 in one shorts video, over 142,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on their channel as well. They're live frequently, usually at least a couple of times a week. They've gotten hopefully we'll catch them very soon for these. We got notification bells on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel right away. Chocolate Drop's a longtime member, as we can see. And I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. They are in the UK, so it's very early for them as opposed to late. And then thank you, Big Family Expedition. We'll see you again soon. What we're going to do right now is go for another break for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play one more clip from our podcast series that's coming up next week. It's actually from the very first episode. And these are creators that I've interviewed to give us their insight after having been in the Tuber Chat family for at least 3 years and after long passing 10,000 subscribers. We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course. But I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight. And the 0 to, I think it was 82, was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start or jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
Alright, we're back. We're looking at Cabaret Gaming. I'm going to try to step it up a little bit. I wasn't sure whether we'd be here for a full 3 hours or not, but we've got enough time to get through just about every channel. So I got quite a few on the wheel again. Cabaret Gaming's up here right now, another friend of about 3.5 years, maybe even longer. There's Butler Family Farm, everybody's BFF as well. And thank you for coming in. I got Corinne's Life and Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More on the wheel. Chocolate Drops also there. Yeah, Butler Family Farm. I've actually been, for the last couple of streams, setting them very, very late and then just popping on. So it stops notifications from going out, but it's only because I couldn't predict the start time. So that's just an idea. I may start doing the Tuber Chat live streams as pop-ups, even though they will somewhat be scheduled, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it makes it harder for everybody to even know we're on. If you don't happen to see it, you may not pardon me, catch it right away. Pardon me, Milk Honey Heritage Farms is Heather, and this is a creator. I was actually on panel with her. I think we were on Hillbilly Chicken Ranch a few weeks ago. So it's good to have you in the house. I know you're here frequently. Today's a different day, a slower live stream because we started so late. Saturday should be back to being overwhelming again, but for today we're getting through more channels. So I've got Milk Honey Heritage Farms on the wheel, ready to go. I'm going to try to rifle through channels though, because we have to think about everybody. The idea that we're keeping people up late and everything else, there's a lot to think about. So, Cabaret Gaming brings us video games of different types. Grand Theft Auto is my favorite, but they do much more on their channel as well. I'm going to take the latest video from yesterday, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They got shorts over here that have done really well. This gives an example of how gaming channels particularly can succeed with shorts coming out of their long form content with 15,000, 45,000, 64,000 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. They're live frequently, and they usually bring us video gameplay. They're doing a first anniversary monetization celebration in a while. They've got the notification already set for that. Or pardon me, I do, but that live stream I think is coming up in another month and a half or so, if I'm not mistaken. And then I am Betty J. Gathers. Good to see you in the house. I'm going to get you on the wheel as well. I'm a little bit surprised that who's up late unless it's too early. Maybe that's the thing for a few creators like Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and more. So Cabaret Gaming as well has a second channel called Cabaret Vlogs and Adventures. And this creator brings us tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials from the same creator behind Cabaret Gaming. We got another premiere set up for tomorrow. Yes, in just 4 hours from now. And then working on 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They've done a couple bar chart races here in between their tutorial videos. And shorts have gotten into 700 views and beyond. Live streams, they're just chasing some watch hours here. But they'll be willing to swap playlists so anybody can reach out to them. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Wheats Art is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. Chocolate Drop is coming up right now. She's been a longtime friend, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. When we look for Chocolate Drop, we see a popular name for a channel. Our Chocolate Drop, I'm going to put the handle for. We can match her avatar, of course. There's another dynamic creator, always smiling, always laughing. She brings us CVS hauls. I didn't watch the latest video, but I put this, I think, in my catch-up list, or I shared it out for you. Is that right? Yeah, I'm going to put it in my catch-up list right now, but that was the latest video that I shared probably earlier today. I always do community posts in advance, but Chocolate Drop has lots of stories to be told. Like I said, always smiling, always laughing. They often bring us through these CVS stores or for hauls at home. A little bit of variety on the channel as well. They got shorts over here. These have gotten into 9,000 and 12,000 views, which is great to see. Love, life, and couponing is what they expect to bring us. It's really pure variety, and then live streams on the channel as well. I've caught her many times. Hopefully I'll catch you for another one. I've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can. And then Fear, Conquering, and Family Adventures. Good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And working on a vlog right now. Fair Bricks Studio is coming up. Why am I tripping over my words again? And then, yeah, did we do... Oh, thank you for that. Pete did roll call to make sure the robots have shown up for work today. Nightbot, Stream Elements, Stream Labs, and Botrix. We use 4 of them here. Each one has a strength that I like, let's just say. But we also use so many for two reasons. One, I want to know how they all work so that we can talk about them here in Tuber Chat. And then as well, each one has different, let's say, responsibilities that we set up. And when you're making promises, you have to think about the idea that sometimes things go wrong. If one of the robots doesn't show up one day and you've made promises like link drops, like we do here and things like that, you got to be able to make that up. So that's why we use so many. One can pick up the slack for another. Fairbrick Studio started with Lego stop motion videos. They continue some Lego work today. They've got lots of video games on the channel, including this Lego video game that they got me playing a few months ago. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. They're chasing some watch hours now, so they've been doing some lengthy videos. And take one of their videos that I see the red line didn't go all the way through for. I put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to rerun it. And then we've got shorts on this channel that have gotten into 17,000 views and beyond, which is great. Live streams are an idea for the future, and Fairbrick Studio is here with us just about every day. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them. I am Betty J. Gathers is coming up in a quick second. Another dynamic host, another creator who's always laughing, always smiling, wants to encourage others in just about every way that you can. She gives us energetic and friendly reminders for our thumbs up here. I always appreciate those. We're going to talk about her content in a second. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chocolate Drop is getting close to 3,000 watch hours, which is great to see. So we'll be looking forward to a monetization celebration as soon as that happens. I Am Betty J. Gathers does a great job with vlogging. This creator actually shouts out a lot of channels, but she brings us around for, your rollover there is making me laugh. She brings us around for just about everything that she does. She could be cooking, she could be cleaning, she could be shopping, she could be going on a road trip. This creator talks often about healthy eating and healthy living as well, talking about intermittent fasting and other ideas. She always wants to motivate and inspire with positivity. Typically what she expects to bring us is living her best life over 60, but I find that everything that she does can relate to just about anybody anyway. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 10,000 views and beyond. She's done really well with these, and then live streams are frequent as well. The conversation can go anywhere once she started, but she gives a theme to the beginning of every live stream. Sometimes she's got guests that join her on panel, like for instance she's got Trish the Natural coming up in a few days. So hopefully everybody will connect with I Am Betty J. Gathers. She's monetized lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and I think she's been with us over 3 years now as well. Could be much longer, could be more like 3.5. But I Am Betty J. Gathers has been with us a long time, as has been Corinne's Life. We're going to talk about her channel in a second. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Yes, I Am Betty J. Gathers, a member for 28 months, one of our longest standing members in the Tuber Chat family, so thank you for that. And I think we saw a highlighted milestone message from Chocolate Drop as well. Yeah, she's been on for almost a year as well, so I really do appreciate that. When we think about memberships, you know, at some point I will do a video here in Tuber Chat about memberships. Not just about our program, but what's possible for people's memberships. I just don't want it to be the first video that I put out on the Tuber Chat channel. I'll just, you know, wait for a few videos. But I don't want anybody to get too hung up on these. Nobody has an unlimited budget, right? So what happens is a lot of times people will support your channel when you're monetized with a membership, but they will come and go. You might come for a month, leave for a month, come for another month, leave for a month, come for 3 months, then take off, and they spread the love around. So we think about that, and YouTube keeps track of how long somebody's been a member. So even if they stop their membership and come back, they still get the benefit of saying like, hey, I've been here for 10 months, or I've been here for 28 months, or whatever it is. Corinne's Life is also one of our longest standing members. She's also a moderator. This creator comes to us from Nova Scotia, so a fellow Canadian. Her channel really does encompass everything that is Corinne's life. She could be cooking, cleaning, she could be doing a haul, taking us on vacation, or for a story to be told. Lots of live streaming on the channel, plenty of shorts, and she's a small business owner. Lighthouse and Anchor Designs is where she brings us things like the brand new, somewhat limited edition Tuber Chat and Thrive Together stickers, as well as the mugs that I hold in my hand every day. And she prints hats and shirts and vinyl stickers and Christmas ornaments and just about anything that can be printed. So it's great that we have a channel like this that can give us a behind the scenes look at how the merchandise is made, but we can also use her as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses behind them. When we look at her shorts videos, we see that these have done really well, getting into 18,000, 26,000, 77,000 and beyond. And then live streams on the channel as well have gotten into, she's done these frequently. She's experimented a lot with the portrait or vertical live streams that YouTube has been pushing for a while, but she's known to live stream all the time. Lots of panels on here as well. I've joined her many times on her channel and on some others as well. And then why are you all talking about ice cream now? I was just out with Elevate with Vern. She came to Niagara Falls for the weekend last week, and we were traveling around Niagara Falls itself and Clifton Hill area and everything else, which is a heavy tourist destination. Somebody mentioned ice cream at some point, and I had it on my mind, so we had to go and get ice cream on Clifton Hill, just soft serve stuff, but I am a sucker for Dairy Queen more often than I should be as well at times. Now you guys are going to have it on my mind again. And the I'm going to put Sam's Vlogs Trains and More up in a second. Corinne has a second channel here, Maritime Dashcam. And this is where she gives us a look around Nova Scotia. So I'll just show you this channel for a second here. She's got a few videos. I'm going to rerun this one. I got a few again without the line going all the way across. It's still in my catch-up list. I'll rerun it. And then shorts on this channel have gotten into 6,000, almost 7,000 views. When I had the ice cream last week with Elevate with Vern, we got soft serve ice cream, but you know how like they can dip it in that chocolate stuff and in 2 seconds it gets like, you know, hardened chocolate and it gets crunchy on the outside and all that. So that's what I wanted, but I didn't have the patience to look for it or wait for it, so I just got the first ice cream I could find. Now I'm going to have more ice cream. And Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at, Chocolate Drop says their favorite flavor is cookies and cream. I don't think I have a favorite flavor or anything like that. I used to like mint chocolate chip all the time, but I really kind of mix that up now. And if I go to Dairy Queen, it's always Reese, whatever Reese they're jamming into whatever ice cream. It's just horrifying to think about, actually. I'm the last person that needs it, but I know that's going to happen this weekend now because of all of you. So Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is up on the screen right now, and let's see what he's got going on his channel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Jeremy D-Day, I've got to get you on the wheel. He's a member. He's actually been with us since before the beginning of Tuber Chat. I've been friends with him for almost 5 years now. And then Wrestling Figs, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming back in. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is getting close to 2,000 subscribers. We'd love to push him a little bit closer. He does have a lot of train videos on the channel. Some of them are of the trains themselves. Some are from the stations they depart from. This creator could be indoors or outdoors. He could be taking a look around or taking a trip or giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels. He often does unboxing videos and shout-outs for other creators, particularly in live streams. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 4,000, 5,000, almost 6,000 views. And then live streams on the channel as well feature a lot of opportunity to get to know Sam. He's been doing a lot of outdoor live streaming this year, actually, and he brings us games like trivia and Q&A type live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. He's here as a member and a moderator. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They're all dear friends of each other. They have been for a long time. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But one of the things they all have in common is an overwhelming sense of generosity. And for that reason, when you visit any of their channels for premieres or live streams, you'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members for your own channel in the same way we do here in Superchat. And then Lewis Acre Farm Karma. Yeah, it can be tough if we don't have a place to stream, hence the office in which I sit right now. It's not just because people are not able to be quiet around me or anything like that. It's quite the opposite. It's actually so that I'm not disturbing everybody in the house while I'm streaming, only because I tend to project my voice naturally and very loudly, so I can find myself almost yelling at the camera, screaming at times. Lots of us who live stream regularly do that kind of thing, especially outdoors. Something we have to really think about. But this is a place that I can film and work and, you know, be isolated and things like that, so that has helped. It's not realistic in a lot of cases. I've had offices before at different times in my life, but I don't have an empty room in any household where I can just stream and not be interfering with everybody else. So that's what prompted this. But I understand. I understand that it can be tough when others are not able to be quiet while you're doing what you're doing as well. So one of the things, there's a lot of ideas out there. If you're able to not yell the way I do constantly, you might be able to borrow computer time from a library. They should have industrial strength internet. Most of us have libraries close to us that offer computer time. You might be able to do live streams in that way, or on a phone, because you're able to take your phone just about anywhere, and outdoor live streaming can be helpful if you have data on a plan. What I have found, I stream at 720p, and it takes about 1.5 gigs per hour. So that's how you can calculate whether your phone plan is going to allow you to stream without getting into overages. We don't want anybody doing that. So these are just ideas. It's interesting that Lewis Acre Farm Karma says coffee flavored ice cream. And I haven't had licorice ice cream except for maybe that tiger tail. Is that what they call it? Where it's orange and licorice together or something like that. And cheesecake, I don't think I've had. I'm unsure. But coffee, I went to a place once that does ice cream to order, let's just say. So what they do is they take a brick of vanilla ice cream and they throw it into a machine. And then you can add any fresh ingredient that you want. They got strawberries there, they got peanut butter, they got chocolate, they got coffee. And I think the first one that I had them make was peanut butter, banana, chocolate, and coffee, or something like that. But that was pretty interesting. But it's something else when we can make our own flavors. Thank you, Cabaret Gaming. Thank you, Corinne's Life. Jeremy D-Day, like I said, has been with me for almost 5 years now. This creator is one of the first that I met in the small YouTuber community. He's got 2 different channels. We'll look at both of them. I'll talk about his content in a second. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Jeremy D-Day has got a couple of new videos. I'm just going to take his latest video. He's in Wisconsin. I'll put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him. He's got shorts on this channel. These have gotten into 27,000 and 68,000 views. He lets us know on this channel he's doing reviews, shorts, vlogs, and more, and even a live stream from a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully I'll catch you for another one of those if you're going to do another one. And then JD Knight 7 is his original channel, and this is where I met this creator almost 5 years ago. There's JD Knight 7 there, and he is Posting frequently, a lot of album reviews, music, and shorts. We're going to take one of his latest videos here, put it into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him a little bit. I've got shorts to look at here that have gotten into 350,000, 414,000, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. And then when we look at JD Knight 7, hopefully I'll catch you for one of these live streams. I got notification bells on for both channels, of course. And then there's some interesting flavors of ice cream in the chat. I haven't got a way that I can do a poll easily. Sometimes we do silly polls in the chat about things like that. But it's interesting to see all the different flavors people have had. I'll tell you what, because I can't do a poll for it, why doesn't everybody in the chat tell us, those who haven't already, what kind of interesting, obscure, or awkward flavors of ice cream you've either had or enjoy regularly? And then, VJ Max Gamer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We were just talking about ice cream a second ago, so that's what prompted this. And then Lewis Acre Farm Karma is up on the screen right now. I got another video here that we can see where the red line didn't go all the way across. Probably still on my catch-up list. I'll just rerun it, but I'm going to add your latest video as well. Greenhouse update here. Oh, I'm clicking all over the place here. Oh, clicking and clicking and clicking and let me get my act together here. We've got that video in my catch-up list. I've got a lot to see here when we talk about homesteading, another creator that brings us a lot of outdoor content, garden updates. I'm just going to grab their shorts videos and look at these to see that they've got 2,500, 6,100 views and beyond. And then live streams are even frequent here as well. They seem to be on about once a week. Hopefully we'll catch them. And like I said, we got notification bells on for every single channel, of course. French vanilla root beer float. Yes, I used to have a lot of floats, especially when I was younger. When I learned what they were, root beer was always one of my favorite things. I didn't realize it didn't have caffeine in it for like decades. I learned that later, that like not only one doesn't have caffeine, root beer almost always doesn't have caffeine. And I have drank an unreasonable amount of soda over my lifetime. But the... yeah, float is something else. Don Yarndall is here as well with getting close to 3,000 subscribers now, monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She does a lot of collaborating with other creators. She's got a ton of yarn, as you can see. But this creator does a lot of live streams as well. I've caught her many times. She's got games on the channel like Hobby Bingo here, and then connects with other creators with StreamYard panels, introduces us to new friends. And I've caught her many times before, and then she's got some shorts on the channel as well, and these have gotten into 1,200 and even 3,000 views, which is great to see. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. Oh, Wheatsart, I didn't put you on the wheel. I should have put you on the wheel. Lisa J. Stocks is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And... peanut butter and chocolate is almost always my favorite. Yeah, Wheatsart. Could you imagine if the world worked like that? Crowdfunding lottery tickets would be great. Lisa J. Stocks, I said, was coming up. Let's see what she's got going on her channel. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll take another break. Last one for 3.5 minutes. We'll come right back with Lisa J. Stocks. All right, we're back. Lisa J. Stocks is up. I just dropped a link for our copyright-free music channel. If anybody hasn't already seen that, all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music. You can use it in your own videos and live streams. We've got another channel set up, but the music's published on all major music platforms like Spotify, Deezer, iTunes, and everywhere else, including YouTube Music and on YouTube, of course. So on that channel, we have a virtual 24-hour live stream. There's a video game going. It's like a virtual nightclub over there. People trickle in and out often, and you can continue to meet new friends over there the same way we do here in Tuberchat, and there are link drops over there. Lisa J. Stocks is up on the screen right now, somebody that wants to help us with our finances. She talks about those things in a level-headed and down-to-earth way, bringing us technical aspects, though, like buying and holding, when we talk about the idea of stocks, dividend ETFs, the power of compound interest. She talks about building streams of passive income and is very forthcoming about her own earnings and portfolio performance. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks. I'm happy to have some of these financial channels in the Tuberchat family, with most of us thinking about monetization. It'd be wonderful if we could maximize the impact of the revenue that's going to come from the monetization once it gets here. She's got some shorts that have gotten into almost 6,000 and almost 8,000 views. Live streams are frequent, and she often brings on guests to share experience, knowledge, and answer questions from the chat, and she streams frequently, as a matter of fact, and also posts frequently. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lisa J. Stocks. She talks about saving, investing, building wealth, and staying out of debt together. She's here with us frequently and has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a very long time. As long as I can remember now, Lisa J. Stocks has been with us a long time. Milk Honey Heritage Farms is somebody I joined on a panel, actually, just a few weeks ago. It might be getting on a couple months ago now. We were with the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. And this is where I got a chance to get to know Heather a little bit from this channel. 721 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 800 we know that they're thinking about. And they talk here about farming, gardening, animals, bees, canning, cooking, crafting, and more. I'm going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I use to keep caught up with creators, and hopefully everybody will enjoy the gardening and homesteading content that we get from this channel. Shorts have gotten into 1,400 views and beyond, which is great to see. And then live streams, they've got one scheduled, and that might have... Oh, that I think is for... That might have been something that they meant to have run and might have to delete that one. I think they meant to do that, and then it actually came out here 11 hours ago. But they do live streams frequently, as we can see, several times a week by the look of it. So hopefully we'll catch them for one of those. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Butler Family Farm. Look at the luck you've got today on the latest live stream that we've run. I don't think ever in history, but at least in the recent history. Butler Family Farm will be the last channel that we look at for today. Wheat's Art is up on the screen right now, and this creator is sharing their passion for art in different ways, as well as a lot of the tools that they use to bring us the art that they show us in their videos and shorts. Some of these have gotten into 2,900 views, one of them anyway. So hopefully everybody will connect with them and see what they're doing on this channel. We'd love to push them towards the 200 subscribers that they're thinking about. Wheaton Shaw is the creator behind this channel. They bring much more fun and, I like to say, comedy on their channel. But they do a lot of variety over here, as well as feature some of their artwork. They've got videos that they post occasionally. They've got shorts over here that have gotten now into 4,000 and 5,000 views, and then live streams as well, where they do these every either day or couple of days. So we'd love to push them towards the 700 subscribers they're thinking about on this original channel. And here we go with Butler Family Farm. and my latest addition to my sticker collection. Actually, you're going to notice the avatar that's going to match the sticker that I got sitting on my desk right now. I put that somewhere safe until I figure out where I'm going to put some of these stickers. I've got a small handful now. And then Butler Family Farm brings us 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness. And they got bees here. I'm just going to grab this latest video. I don't think I put this one in my catch-up list. No, because it's from yesterday. So I've got that ready to watch. I think I put the other video in my catch-up list, and the red line has not gone already all the way through. So when I look at that, I will rerun it whenever I see that happen. Monetized, of course, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, as I dig through the thumbnails, you'll notice that Jerry and Susan share the camera work on the channel, and they give us a look at what it takes to look after a farm of 116 acres. There's a little bit of indoor content, a lot of outdoor content, and then they've got shorts over here as well that have gotten into 12,000, one at 25,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on their channel as well usually feature other creators. So sometimes Jerry and Susan are giving us a chance to get to know them, having a talk with the chat, and then sometimes they've got guests on panel. I joined them a couple of months ago. They've got lots of familiar faces. They love introducing us to other creators. You'll make lots of friends when you're over there. You'll notice a lot of familiar faces there as well. And they literally head out hundreds of miles away to literally meet other creators at in real life meetups. So hopefully everybody will connect with Butler Family Farm, and they're an over-the-top generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They try to be here just about every live stream that we have, and I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Get Lit with Shay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Thanks everybody for the time that you spent today, especially to our moderators. We had a good handful of moderators come through today, and I really do appreciate the extra generous support that you give, especially when, you know, I set these live streams up based on my own schedule, and then you know, have people willing to stay and help and do the things that they do. Most of us will agree that Tuber Chat wouldn't be able to be what it is if it wasn't for our moderators. You know, Michael's Adventure, Scratch and PPA, I talk about all the time, Corinne's Life. Sam's Logs, Trains, and More. We're both here. Rambling with the Brooms was here earlier, and I'm not sure if I left anybody out. I certainly don't mean to. But hopefully everybody will have fun connecting for the next 3.5 minutes. I'll leave this stream running. I'm going to drop the link one more time here for our copyright-free music channel, because that live stream is running, and everybody can continue connecting over there. It's virtually 24 hours. And thank you again, everybody, for the time that you spent. We expect to be back on Saturday much, much, much earlier than today, and we're only 1 week away from the beginning of our podcast series and the start of new videos on the Tuber Chat channel. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.